With such a cheeky video, we gotta give a shout out to Gorilla Mind. That is a new sponsor of mine, and I am going to be giving you all 20% off. Go to gorillamind.com/DT and you will get 20% off supplements, creatine, protein powder, energy drinks, and many, many other items. Be sure to check them out. All right, chat, we already know that Mappa doesn't miss. We already know that, but I ain't gonna lie. This movie had me in the first half. The first 50 minutes, low-key mid. But once Reze enters the picture, the Chainsaw Man arc begins, and the peak animation is there. The whole entire theme of this movie, how I saw it, is it got broke down into three different things. Denji's heart is always being broken. Every single girl that he wants to talk to literally wants to kill him, and he even mentions that. The illusion of connection. Both Makima and Reze give Denji all this attention because he is a 16-year-old boy, but it's wildly different. They're both manipulative, but for different reasons. And then it happens. Reze and Denji. You gotta see that Reze really isn't a villain. She's a tragedy, and her arc shows that. The film starts off really slow because it is building angst. It is building dread, not hype. And it literally had me confused for the first half of the show. But the midness of this was necessary. Makima and Denji go on a full date. All types of weak, cliche, and predictable stuff. And then we get Reze. The moment Denji meets Reze, you can tell something's afoot, but his whole entire tone shifts. She's adorable, she's flirty, she's innocent, she is right up his alley, and you can tell that he immediately starts to like her. But Denji likes everybody, so that's not too much. But then we see some really slight symbolism. The biggest symbolism is whenever they go on their second date, they're hiding inside of the school, and we see the spider slowly but surely starting to encapsulate a moth in its web. Reze wraps her fingers literally deeper and tighter around Denji. She kills him slowly but surely. She's breaking down all of his walls, killing him with love, and then the brutality finally happens. And this is where Mappa shines. They're watching explosions in the background. It kind of reminds you of a 4th of July type of effect, and then all of a sudden she snaps. This scene reminds me of the absolute favorite scene of my life. It is Kaneki and Reze. Ken Kaneki and Reze, when they're kissing and she takes a bite of him, she says, "You taste so good." Whenever Reze kisses Denji, it reminds me of that. This is where two shows completely merge. And then we see the unwieldered power of Reze. She is a bomb. She is an explosion. The scenes coming afterwards is pure wild. And this is where Mappa shines. Reze has the Bakugo effect. Anything she touches, however, becomes a bomb. It's not just her sweat. Her power is terrifying, and this can be anything. It can be items, clothes, people, cars, or herself. The HQ massacre when she shows up to the base literally wipes out the entire agency, the staff, the vice chair. This girl Reze in her bomb form goes full Zeke Yeager extermination mode. While all this carnage is happening, Denji is sitting there being revived. He is the Chainsaw Man. He is the Chainsaw Devil. But this Bomb Devil is on another level. She is literally telling Denji in the middle of a huge massacre that she likes him. And then in cheeky anime passion and comedy gold, Denji looks at her and says, "Really?" That part right there just killed me. There are several good scenes and there are several good characters. You have the Typhoon God, you have Shark Boy who ends up rescuing Denji. It's just fun. And then you have the highlight, you have the peak, the climax. The last 20 to 30 minutes is a true masterpiece. It is God tier animation, perfect choreography, explosions left and right. Every single frame is dipping with iconic detail. Mappa emptied the entire clip right then and there. The first 15 minutes were mid. That 30 minutes of pure battle and action is perfect and it shows. Now, as the characters go, you have your normal characters. You got Denji, you got Aki, you got Makima, and then the new addition, Reze. Now, we've heard about her, but this is our first time seeing her. And Denji, he's a simple kid. He's a horny young teenager. Every single girl who shows him any type of attention or affection, he's like, maybe this is the one. He literally went on a date earlier with Makima, and then he meets Reze the very next day, and he's like, my heart will not let me forget Makima, but my body is throwing me towards Reze. It's just funny because he truly does have a curse, and that has fallen for anybody. I like to call him Simpy J. The movie itself was great. it's going to give you a crazy emotional reaction. Like I said, at the very beginning, the pacing was very slow. It had a silly, goofy montage date. It had a very soft build-up. Makima is essentially leading him on, as she always been. But part 2, with that fire, with that gas, with that explosion, that bomb, that Reze arc, they didn't waste a penny, and that's where they did it very well. I really did enjoy it. All the explosions and choreography, it was just perfect. It's exactly what you want. That's exactly what you expect from Mappa. They have hits left and right, and you already know with Chainsaw Man coming into 2026 with so much heat, they needed this to hit, and it did. I'm usually 50-50 on movies, but if anime movies continue like this, and Demon Slayer and the other greats, then we are in for a fun 2026. This movie was an absolutely hit, and it made me so excited for season 2 of Chainsaw Man. It is going to pay off. You just have to get through legit halfway through it. You have to get through the first 15 minutes. Chainsaw Man continues to show why it's dominating the anime space, especially when you get backing like Mappa. So, my question to you all is, do you think that Reze really did like Denji? Or is he going to be Team Makima? So the better question is, are you Team Makima or are you Team Reze? I don't know. Tell me your favorite part of the movie, but that's the review. We out. And again, that's the review. But if you're interested in any type of supplements, energy drinks, merch, go to grillamine.com/DT. You'll be supporting me and you'll get 20% off. Thanks for the support. Comment down below and y'all have a good one.